I enjoyed spending time in the library, just browsing. I like to browse. I think in a way I was searching for something to do with the rest of my life. And it was a good place to meet girls, too. Anyway, this one day, I'm sitting at a table, and I'm looking at a biology book. Not that biology was in my top 10 or anything then, but I'm looking at it, and I remember there were some graphs and charts in it, nothing particularly interesting. So I put it down, thought, I'll take a break, go outside, stretch my legs a little bit, walk around, and I come back. And the book is still there on the table, but it's open to a different page. This is going to sound weird. There's no one at the table, but that book is open. It's like it's been left open to a different page, to this particular page for me. And I look at it, and it's a picture of a human body, full color. You've probably seen these before. It's a cutaway, and it shows, you know, the organs and the skeleton and the circulatory system. And I start to think, all of that is in here, in this compact little space. Now I'm looking around, and I'm thinking, everyone has all of that in here. And it hit me. I want to know how this works. I want to learn how this body works. I want to learn how to fix it when something goes wrong. And I went to the dean and I said, I want to go to medical school. Well, he said I was going to have to improve my grades from their typical C's to B's to A's. I was going to have to take biology, chemistry, anatomy, physics. These are tough subjects for me, but I told him I would try.
I talked to Richard during my senior year in college. He called to tell me that he had been admitted into medical school. He was so up, he was so enthusiastic, and I heard something in his voice that I have never heard before.
Janet and I had coffee together during that summer we graduated. We had so much to talk about. You know what it's like when two friends get together and it's like no time has passed? That's what it was like for us. She was all involved in this new program. She was learning how to download medical information into computer databases. She was so excited. Just think of it, Richard. All of this information that's been bound up in these old books, and now it's available for everyone all over the world. Oh, bubbled out of her. She went on and on. I love listening to her talk. She went on and got honors and awards for her work. She told me she was going for graduate work in library science, maybe even a PhD someday, and I thought, this is someone who is taking action. This is someone who is going to make a difference.
Richard was so cute. He looked at me as though I were Superwoman or someone, and he leaned over, he gave me a kiss on the cheek, and he said that he was proud of me. I was so touched.
I made it through medical school. Not the top of my class. Not the bottom either. Funny thing was, now I had this degree, but I still didn't have a clear picture of where I was going with it. Then, one day, Dr. Pitts, during rounds, took us through the cancer ward. It's not a pretty picture. He said, this is where we keep the cancer patients. We try to make them comfortable before they die. I couldn't accept that. We are doctors. It's our job to heal them, or at least to help them, not just watch them fade away. I told the dean I wanted to do more than that. And he suggested I look into a new field called oncology. That's the study of how cancer occurs and how it can be treated.
I had heard about oncology, so I was thrilled when Richard said that he was doing his residency in that area. We had so much information online, and here my dear friend Richard was able to use it. I was still working on how to improve the data retrieval system, so my time was pretty divided between that and my family. I have a family, a husband, and 2 children. I asked Richard if he was seeing anyone or if he was interested in getting married.
Married. I laughed when she asked me that. I had been seeing a very special lady for a while, but no, I didn't have any thoughts about marriage. Right now, I said, I'm married to my work. It wouldn't be fair to my wife and my children because I'd be spending all of my time in the clinic and in surgery and in the lab, maybe someday. Anyway, I knew Janet had international recognition in doing research on computer and on the internet, so I called her for help.
Richard went to New York and studied a disease called mesothelioma. And after a series of fellowships, he opened a practice in Southern Illinois. I have to remind myself that this is the same Richard who didn't even know if he wanted to go to college. And here he is, a leader in helping people with this terrible disease. You talk about a man of action.
2 childhood friends traveled winding roads to find their destiny. And what took them there? No, not God, not directly. He may have pushed or shoved them to stay on their path or turn a few pages in the book. God gave them the tools to work with, but he didn't do anything for them. Janet and Richard did not ask for God's help. Their survival, success, and accomplishments were the results of their own actions and deeds. And that's how my search for the best medical treatment led me to Dr. Richard.
We're here for you, Ron. Team of doctors, nurses, teachers, chemists, all of us working together to see that you have the best care possible.
Every day, we are adding new medical discoveries and techniques to our vast store of knowledge, and that information is available to anyone in medical science. That means we have power, Ron. And my friend Richard will make sure that he uses that power to help you in these difficult days ahead.
You and your wife, Martha, should know that your efforts to find the most effective treatment have been worthwhile. Ron, you've done so much for others. Now it's our turn to do our best for you.
Thank you both so very much.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you.
This is my daily prayer. I thank and praise you, God, for all you have done for all life on earth. Thank and praise you, God, for what you have given to me. I promise to give back much more in return.